Well, hey guys, welcome back and welcome to December. We are going to be doing several train sets in the first part of December. I do this every December to promote the hobby, show you guys some great train sets available out there in the hobby, and we're starting December with Athearn's First Responder train set, MSRP $199.98. We're going to take a look at this set. You can get discounts to reduce this set to the 160s and 170s online. So the lid simply lifts off here, and let's take a look at what you get inside. So taking a little closer look at the set, you've got an Athearn branded controller here. This is a DC throttle. The switch for on and off is here, and you've got direction here. And it'll tell you if it's overload or if power's on, and you've got your dial adjustable all the way up there. Next up, you've got the rolling stock, in this case the caboose. Now this is from Athearn. It's a little higher in detail, so you want to be careful when you remove it. But there you have the caboose. We'll take a closer look at that and the other pieces in a moment. Star of the show, the locomotive in typical Athearn packaging in this set. This training first responders on there. It's got some nice color. You've got the track, a couple pieces up front, but don't let that worry you. That's not all we have. Sets really like to utilize space, and you're supposed to turn this around so you don't lose parts, because you have a lot of parts on the other side, including safety car, a box car, should have said safety training tank car. You've got the fire engine on a flat car, so we'll take a closer look at. And then you've got the rest of the track here and some other documentation. Easy track, which is easily snapped together. And the documentation here talks about how to plug everything up. Tells you how to hook up the power pack, take care of equipment, etc. I'm going to give a quick demonstration on how to hook up track. You've got two straight pieces in this set, like you can see here. This is a re-railer and a terminal to connect the power to the track. But this track is very simple to hook up. You have to install and align two areas. I'm going to show them here. You've got these big plastic tabs in the center. There are three areas with these outside plastic tabs. And then the really concerning connection point you want to make sure you get just right is these rail joiners here. As you can see, this easily went together, but sometimes the rail can skip over the rail joiner and it won't make a flat surface, which can cause derailments in some situations. That is how you assemble the entire loop. You'll have one straight piece on each side. The rest will create circle, half circle on each side for an entire oval. Alright, we're going to take a quick look at all of the components of this train set. You've got the locomotive here with headlights that work, plastic handrails, separately applied details. You have a horn that's separately applied there on the roof. Got the dustbin hatchback here. Dynamic brake fan, radiator fans that are in that golden color there. You got training first responders on the side with the Norfolk Southern logo. Handrails seem to be pretty durable, but this is not a set for very, very young children to use unsupervised. You've got lights in the back there. Both are incandescent McHenry couplers, which are Athearn's own brand of plastic coupler. Again, on the other side, Norfolk Southern and some of the different shields, like the firefighter shield and things like that on the side, paramedic shield, and 5642. You've got a sand filler hatch on the nose there, separately applied grab irons there. Going to the boxcar, Norfolk Southern on the side, and you've got some reflective markings down below, some other print, load limit weight. The doors do slide open. I would suggest being very careful doing so. It has a latch there that's plastic molded in. Metal wheels on all of this, some detailed underbody. A little bit of styrofoam stuck in from the packaging that we can get out of there. Again, McHenry couplers on all of these cars. You've got the flat car, probably the most interesting car in the set. You got a brake wheel stand on this, some wood planking detail. The fire truck itself is nicely detailed. Windshield wipers, rear view mirrors, a ladder. Some details on that. Nicely detailed tires as well. Norfolk Southern markings on the side of the flat car. You have a tank car. I called a training car earlier. It's a safety training car. NS logo, hatch up top, crew access ladder and safety railings up top here, and road markings, brake wheel stand, metal wheels again on all of this, and again a little bit of styrofoam will have to get worked out of there. And last but not least, you've got the NS caboose, Lake Division all aboard for double zeros, like a safety themed caboose, again with a brake stand, access ladders, windows, the cupola up there, nice roof detail, walkways on the roof there, and some yellow separately applied grab irons that kind of set it off with the also reflective markings. At least the real thing is reflective. These aren't actually reflective. So that is your set up close. Let's actually see this in operation and the rest of setup. So this is the side of the controller I showed you earlier. You see track DC there. We will hook these prongs up with this included plastic cord and metal wiring in it, obviously. The other end will go into that terminal joiner I showed you just a moment ago that is over here. So that's as simple as plug in and setup is. You obviously need to put the train on the tracks. That will get you set up and running in no time. So here's your controller all set up and powered up, hooked into the re-railer as we call it. Now one thing about the re-railer, for folks that don't know, this will actually keep your locomotive on track. If there's a little bump or something that shifts it off, when it comes around to that area, it'll re-rail it. It kind of keeps the set running reliably. Now back to this controller, we talked about it earlier. You've got power, an overload indicator if something's wrong, and you've got the direction here. So the direction you simply switch if you want to change directions, and that will be it on off up here. And now you've got your dial from stop all the way to full power. Now we've got the direction going forward. You'll see the locomotive start to creep into the frame, and you can simply adjust power as you want. All the way up, that's 50%, and that is full. And you see the entire consist has gone by there. So you have an idea of full speed. You can see the headlight brightens with the fullness. Brightens with how close you get to full speed there. Go ahead and stop it. This is simple DC operation, which is the most basic form of model railroading. Now you also have this set available for DCC upgrade. It's easily upgradable to DCC for you model railroaders that do run DCC and want this on your actual layout versus in the set form. That does it for setup. Let's take some time to actually see the locomotive and consist in action so you can see what you're getting in this set. There you just saw the set from very up close. Now it's off in the distance and making its rounds around this oval track. I'm keeping it at a low speed so you can see the detail on the cars as it comes by. Camera shifts focus from the front to the back of the track. It's going to come around once more. You can see the controller in the background. And there we have the locomotive, boxcar, flat car with fire truck load, safety training tank car, and caboose. Just going to wrap up with some final thoughts. This is an excellent set, very well detailed and nicely put together for easy setup. One thing I did want to mention is that your dimensions for this set are 34 inches from the inside to the inside this way and 43 from the inside to the inside that way. If you want to look at the outside dimensions, you've got 47 inches from the outside to the outside this way, and you've got 38 from the outside to the outside this way. So either way, it's a nice set. It fits on this table nicely. It would fit under a Christmas tree fairly easily, on a playroom floor or a table, or making your own 4x8 model railroading table, which is the entry size for model railroading tables, but this is a nice set overall. I'm going to leave you with a quick run by. We'll let this thing go full speed, and we'll see you next time right here on my channel. Take care.